back at you in front of the city of Orono yet again. Today, talk about the big news that came up yesterday when Judge Lori Miller down at Hennepin County District Court dropped the hammer on the city of Orono. If you recall, she issued an order back in July saying, hey, knock it off, Orono. Quit messing with the Long Lake Fire Department. Quit recruiting their employees. Quit messing around with Fire Station 2 and honor your contract. And there was a hearing a couple of weeks ago where I got to see the judge basically scold the Orono attorney more than once. I don't blame her because he was just putting out a bunch of fluff and not answering her questions. So what happens yesterday? Judge Miller put the city of Orono in constructive contempt of court. And I can't think of anybody or any business or anything that contempt, the word contempt, applies to more. So if there's one thing Orono has, is contempt for laws and statutes that they have to follow, as well as they got a lot of contempt for court orders. And boom, Miller drops it, contempt of court for the city of Orono. Let's take a look at the order quick and see what it has to say. Order number 1, plaintiff City of Long Lake's motion for an order to show cause and for a finding of constructive civil contempt is granted. Defendant City of Orono's motion to strike is denied. Orono shall pay a fine of $2,000 for each instance of any future contact for the purpose of recruitment in violation of the court's July 14th order between any Orono city officials and any Long Lake firefighters, or any instance of future unilateral planning by Orono with respect to either Fire Station 1 or Fire Station 2 without involving Long Lake in the planning process. Number 4, Orono shall pay all costs and attorney's fees incurred by Long Lake in bringing its motion for an order to show cause and for a finding of constructive civil contempt. 5, further violation of this court's July 14th order on plaintiff's motion for temporary relief or this order for contempt may result in the issuance of a bench warrant or other contempt sanctions. 6, the court hereby orders the defendant City of Orono to show cause why it should not be held in contempt for hindering the Long Lake Fire Department in violation of the July 14th order. 7, the party shall appear before the court on a hearing on a date to be scheduled either during the week of November 17th or December 13th on the following issues: whether Orono's construction plans are likely to hinder the Long Lake Fire Department within the meaning of the court's order, whether the hiring of Long Lake firefighters to begin work for the Orono Fire Department has hindered or will hinder Long Lake Fire Department within the meaning of the court's order. The court's clerk will reach out to the parties to schedule. And number 8, the parties are hereby directed to resume their mediation efforts as directed in the July 14th order within 30 days from the date. And the only real question after reading through this is, what is Walsh going to do or say to try to call this some kind of victory? Back to mediation yet again, which of course won't go anywhere because these guys aren't interested in mediating up here at City Hall. You know, we talked about that word contempt. They got contempt for everybody who don't think the way they do. This order did several things. Once, it gives them a future punishment for the further recruiting, because the judge obviously believes that they were recruiting, and a future punishment for messing with the Navarre Long Lake Fire Station, $2,000 a time. Now, Orono could go ahead and just say, you know what, we're going to do the fire station anyways and just pay $2,000 a day, and I wouldn't doubt that these guys would do something like that. But big thing here is this cost us, the taxpayer City of Orono, tens of thousands of dollars because Walsh simply could not follow a court order. Yes, we have to pay attorney's fees to Long Lake now. Long Lake, the city that Orono has been pounding and hammering on and trying to steal the fire department, and somehow Long Lake got in front of them and now is going to get our money. The biggest thing that came out of this is a bench warrant. If anything else happens, the court may issue a bench warrant. And the court would not say that if they were not upset with what's going on with the people behind me who are supposedly representing us. Now, who are they going to arrest? Hopefully Walsh, because I tell you, there ain't no one who deserves to be more in jail than that guy. But these guys have to be careful now. They have poked the beast. They have violated a contract with Long Lake. Long Lake has proved that they violated that contract, and the courts know for sure that Orono violated the contract and violated their order. Do you remember, Walsh said at his last coffee with the mayor that there were just some people running blocking, and it's no big deal. They're going to get accomplished what they want to in Navarre, but it sure doesn't seem like it anymore. It's not people running blocking. It's contracts and obligations and legalities and illegalities they have to deal with. And that all starts with the leadership up here at Orono City Hall, the leadership of Dennis Walsh, that not only has us in 8 open lawsuits, is costing us tens of thousands of dollars in litigation fees, tens of thousands of dollars, but is now starting to lose all of these lawsuits. Tell you, people of Orono, get ready to open up your wallet, because what's going on up here is going to cost you a ton of dough. Turbine Guy at the contemptuous city of Orono, contempt of court Orono is in, signing off.